Hello, my wonderful Librans. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys, so the card that we have here is Door to Spirit. Okay. And, wow, bottom of the deck, we have Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. Seems to me, well, there's a very strong message of putting yourself first or choosing yourself. Some of you, you are healing from a connection, but you're choosing yourself. You could be even surrendering. You could be at the point of surrendering, feeling very powerless or defeated when it comes to a situation. And it also, bottom of the deck, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. And then we have Door to Spirit. So releasing something, rising above, not wanting to carry, the weight of someone else's baggage, or not wanting to maybe just carry something that you're having a hard time forgiving. Many of you, there's something here that you're doing this week where you're starting to feel like yourself again, or you're starting to feel a lot lighter. But you feel like you need to close one door or release something in order to rise above, or maybe come out of a funk or a situation that you feel like has been taking some sort of a very large emotional toll on you. Okay, let's see what's going on. Definitely see an energy of surrendering. Releasing something that you feel like you can't change, possibly. We have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Hermit. Some of you could be dealing with the Virgo. But what I'm seeing here, Libra, is like, you could be inquiring about someone that you are in a higher level of commitment with, okay? Or even if you are still feeling like you are committed to someone, there's a very like a lonely aspect of this connection, or there's something that is causing you to feel alone or isolated this week. It could even be an energy of feeling very misunderstood, or feeling like you're unable to get through to someone. Because really, for some of you, it's like you're in a commitment or you're connecting with someone, but you still feel very alone. So it could be that you're questioning the connection that you're in. Okay. I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. Five of Pentacles. Someone really misses you. But it's someone who feels like they have no access to you. And this is what I was sensing. There may be like a connection, or for some of you, there's a commitment that you have with this person, whether it's, you guys have children together, whether it's maybe you guys are tied in the current moment through assets. Like there's something here that is, keeping the both of you together, but there is some sort of emotional distance that this person is feeling from you, whether it's you're not communicating with them as much, or whether it's you're not communicating with them at all, right? But there is a strong energy of questioning your feelings and feeling like you are choosing to kind of like close the door or not allow this person to have some sort of access to you. So I feel like they are really missing you, but there's also an energy of giving you your space, or feeling like it's not the right time to, find a solution here. So for those of you where specifically it's like a no contact kind of situation here, I do see that this person could be revisiting old, like text messages, or like I see someone going through their phone, but it's almost like an energy of reminiscing, or paying attention to, or focusing on what was and not what currently is. We have the 10 of Swords, followed by the 6 of Wands in the challenge position. This is someone who's viewing you as rising above. because they are feeling challenged by the fact that there has been a very painful ending, but they feel like you are turning your back towards a situation. Or for some of you, after some form of betrayal, you could have walked into, some sort of success, or you were able to rise above the situation. Even if you did hurt, even if it was very difficult for you, they are viewing you as handling the situation much better than maybe they expected you to, or in comparison to how they're handling things and how they're handling their emotions. I feel like this is someone who is tired of putting up some sort of a wall or a front. It's like they feel they're constantly wanting, or constantly feeling very down, or thinking about, an ending, and feeling a lot of pain, but they're masking that. So this could be someone who's like in the public eye, or they have just some sort of an image to maintain, or they just don't want to show their emotions on the external. How are you viewing them? The Seven of Cups. You feel like this person caused a lot of confusion in your life. You may feel like this is someone who was constantly sending you mixed signals, so you chose to put yourself first, right? We did start off the reading touching on you choosing yourself, right? So for some of you, do you feel like this person was constantly giving you mixed signals to the point where you're like, I'm not going to be treated as if I'm an option, or I'm not going to be waiting around and trying to figure out how someone feels about me if they're not just going to be straightforward. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I'm strongly getting that you're viewing this person or this situation as very confusing, right? The Seven of Cups boils down to emotional confusion, but again, it could be read as mixed signals or mind games. So some of you really got tired of the back and forth with this person, or trying to figure them out, maybe even to the point where it came off a little bit emotionally immature to you. So I do see that you are distancing yourself here. So we have the Ace of Cups in your feelings and the Six of Cups. So I can read this two ways. For some of you, you are missing this person, or you do understand that there's a connection here because of the history that you guys share, but you're not allowing that to, determine your decision, like moving forward, where you could even be manifesting something new for yourself. For others of you, there could be an energy of you wanting to have a conversation, you wanting to have some sort of a new start here. But the Six of Cups, it's deeper than just missing someone. It's really having to ask yourself, am I going to, initiate something because I genuinely miss this person and want them to be a part of my life? Or am I, initiating something because I just feel lonely in the moment? Am I doing something impulsively? So I do feel like there could be, in this week, there could be a day or a time where you're kind of feeling like reaching out to this person, or maybe, wanting to speak to them, but you're really asking yourself, like, am I doing it for the right reasons? The King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in your feelings. Yeah, I think also with the King of Cups, it's about trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, right? If your gut is telling you something, or you're persistently seeing a sign, it is really important to trust that feeling or sign that is visible to you. But with the Knight of Pentacles, there's something about slowing down, or kind of really just slowing down and thinking about things thoroughly before making a decision. Again, there may be a moment where you feel very impulsive this week, and this could be more of like predictive guidance, where you're being asked to slow down and think about things thoroughly, and not just do something because you feel like doing it in the moment. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is also making a decision, or making a firm decision, but also being very cautious about it, weighing the pros and cons, paying attention to all the details here. So I do see your emotions and your heart is involved, because there's a message of paying attention to your intuition, but there's a little bit of logic that plays into this as well, is what I see. So we have the Two of Cups clarifying the Ten of Swords, and we have the Death card clarifying the Six of Wands. Heavy Scorpion energy here, guys. Someone feels like when they're connecting with you, they feel on top of the world. But then when there's a disconnect, there could be some sort of extremely low period that they go through. That's oddly specific, but that's what I'm getting here. Now, with the Ten of Swords being clarified by the Two of Cups, needless to say, this is someone who feels like they are still in love with you. despite the ending or the fact that there's a lack of communication here, they are still feeling connected to you. But the Two of Cups is not just about, being in love with someone or mutual emotions. It also touches on like listening to your higher self, right? It could be a deeper meaning as to why you're connecting with someone. So there could definitely be a lesson here that this person is facing, or something that is coming to light for them that is giving them clarity on this connection here. But the Two of Cups, as well as the Death card, is also this person feeling like they need to accept what has changed. They know that something's over, but it doesn't make it, but it still makes it very difficult for them to accept that something is over. So this seems like the aftermath of a breakup, or the aftermath of someone realizing that you are not as invested, or you are putting yourself first. There may have been a time where you really did prioritize this person, but there's something here that you feel is not working, or something here you feel you do not trust. Okay? Because again, you're viewing this person or the situation in the Seven of Cups energy, which is, again, you feel like there's a lot of confusion, mixed signals, and it's maybe you feel like it's difficult to continue investing in something where there's a lot of maybes and a lack of certainty. In their feelings, we have the Two of Swords. There could be something here that this person is avoiding thinking about, something that they're in denial about. So the Two of Swords could be read as denial, but it could also be someone who's facing difficulty seeing the bigger picture. So even if it's like, I want to work something out with Libra, I want to see some sort of progress, they're not able to see how they can do that. Whether it's because there's too much of a fixation on the past, or like I said, if you're in a state of denial, you're not seeing things clearly. And if you're not seeing things clearly, it's going to be hard to come to an efficient solution, right? So both energies are there. And then we have the Seven of Swords, something they're not proud of, something they know that they were dishonest about, but this would require them to take accountability, which is why there's more of an avoidant energy. Someone who may feel like it's easier to shut down, or walk away, or close the door instead of taking accountability. At least that's what I'm seeing in their current feelings, right? Especially with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords, they are feeling stuck because of some sort of dishonesty, or betraying you, or disrespecting you in one way or another. That's why those two cards are in their feelings. There's some sort of guilt that they feel. But it could also even be suspicion as well, wanting to reconnect here and wondering if you're feeling the same way, wondering if you're, dabbling in something new. The Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups, this person feels like they walked away from what they would consider a happy family or a happy home. So even if you did not have children with this person, that is something that they had in mind. Eight of Cups and Ten of Cups is a difficult energy because you are trying your best to walk away or detach from something that means a lot to you. But what's interesting here is there's some sort of guilt that they're holding on to that is making this process that much harder. It's not just choosing to walk away from a commitment, it's walking away or detaching because that feels easier than maybe owning up to something that they've done. Or that feels easier than bringing up a very difficult topic or something, or confessing to something. And it's like this person still feels very connected to you, but they don't feel like it's realistic for them to come back around. Especially because with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords, there is something they feel guilty about, but there's a part of them that's avoiding thinking about it, and furthermore, avoiding speaking about it. So we have the Temperance. Some of you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, and we have the World card in the potential outcome. So the Temperance is just confirming what I was saying as I opened the reading. There's healing taking place for you. This is something that could feel very difficult. This could be a very long cycle that has finally come to an end with the World card. Temperance is being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the World card, Queen of Pentacles. There's something about choosing yourself or pouring into yourself. Many of you who clicked on my reading today, you could be in the process of healing, but this is a week where you're going to have some sort of a personal breakthrough that allows you to shift the focus to yourself. Is it going to be easy? No, I feel like there is going to be an energy of possibly going back and forth with the Seven of Pentacles, assessing the situation. But ultimately, I see you choosing yourself because you know your worth, you know your value. In the potential outcome, I do see someone, again, who feels connected to you, but there's something here they don't feel ready to speak about. They could just be viewing you as a missed opportunity, feeling like they really could have had it all with you, or they did have it all until that very thing happened, or until they said or did something to you that was dishonest or broke the trust in this connection with the Ten of Swords. They know they're acknowledging this, but they're also avoiding thinking about it. And there's something about, very like yes, healing taking place for you, but also some sort of like a breakthrough moment that you're having. And this connection, it could have been very intense, but it also seems to me that it could have been a catalyst for your growth. Okay, so let's see if there's anything that they want to communicate. And I don't feel like it's, going to be an easy process, or I don't feel like it's going to be linear, where it's like you're going to have ups and downs. I definitely see that. But the reason why this energy is so powerful is because you're doing what is right, or you're doing what is right for your highest good, even though it feels very difficult. Okay. Finding out the truth crushed me. So we do have the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords there. There could be some sort of truth that resurfaced that is, bothering this person. And again, guys, it could also be that they're suspicious about something on your end. But I do see them holding on to a level of guilt here. You came closer than anyone. Yeah, you feel like home to this person with the Ten of Cups in their feelings, but the Two of Cups in the challenge position, right? Feeling challenged by the fact that they still feel like they're in love with you or have deep emotions for you. Oh. We have I admire you, okay? And then just being near you is intoxicating. And I bury myself in work to forget you. So whether it's work, whether it's another outlet, they are avoiding thinking about something, because it feels easier to not think about it. Bottom of the deck, I do love you. So it's almost like they want to tell you that because the way that I'm reading this, guys, or like the tone that it's coming through to me in, is like someone who's telling you that they love you despite what they have done. It could even be very hard for you to believe, because again, I do see the guilt. I do see that there has been, a really big betrayal here that is still emotionally impacting you, even to the point where you feel like it may have been a deal breaker, right? So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.